Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Shelby. And tonight we are making a taco dip. So it's basically a casserole, a taco casserole, but you eat it with tortilla chips. And we always buy the hint of lime tortilla chips because it gives it extra flavor. So let's go ahead and get started. As you guys know that I always start my cooking off with my onions and my bell pepper. So I am gonna cut up a little bit. And let's get this thing on the roll. Y'all know I use this stuff to get flavor. I saute it down really good just to get the flavor out of it. I think I may use this whole half of this, or quarter, or whatever you want to call it, of this bell pepper. Get my pot nice and hot. I'm not burning nothing tonight, y'all. A garbage pail. Y'all remember Rachel Ray? She used to have a garbage pail. I do that sometimes. But if I don't, because I don't want to create no dishes, I just stack all my little trash up in a little corner. So I got my onion going. I'm not going to use all of that. This is enough right here. I'm going to turn on this pot right quick. Pan, pot, whatever you want to call it. Put my butter in there. What's that? About a tablespoon. Y'all, I don't use that that margarine in the tub anymore. I discovered that's not good for you. So let's drop this in the pot. Let's get this butter going. Drop this in the pot. That's basically all the chopping I'm gonna be doing tonight. I can't be spending all my time in this kitchen. Let's turn this up a little bit. Tonight, I'm gonna be using some black beans, some salsa, corn, cream cheese. I got this out for extra in case I needed it. Some taco seasoning and some lime. Oh, and of course the ground beef. So, you know, we'll just start off like you cooking regular tacos. You cook your ground beef, you season it, you dump everything in, but your cheese go on top. You put it in the oven, you let it bake, get it all nice and melty and gooey, and you eat it with some chips. Now, the cream cheese, I usually line my dish with it. I used to, but my family likes me to mix it all in. So I just mix everything in. While that's going, I'm gonna cut this lime. This is a little booty looking lime. That's a weird looking lime. Look at that. I guess it was getting ready to be two. So after I get this all nice and softened like I want, I'm gonna drop my ground beef. Cook that good. Then I season the ground beef a little bit. And then I would dump everything else in and put the seasoning in with that and just mix it up all good. I'm gonna also get my oven going. Because remember, this is basically like a taco casserole. So it's gonna go in the oven as well. I think we got this recipe from a gathering. One of our friends at church, he made this, and that was some years ago. And I've been making it ever since. It is actually one of our dinner, what did it say? It's in our dinner rotation. So I'm gonna drop this ground beef. Has anybody tried the washed ground beef? The reason why I asked, I thought about Aisha Curry. She used to have a cooking show on YouTube, and she was telling the story about how she was cooking something with her friends, and one of her friends went and washed off the ground beef, and it just fell apart in her hand. And I was like, I never thought about washing off ground beef, because for one, how can you? And for two, it was just a funny story. So when I do my ground beef, I don't season it until it's done. I guess the reason why, because you have to strain it or drain it. So I'm thinking like, you know, taking most of the seasoning off. So I just wait. So this is looking kind of good. I'm gonna go ahead, take it over to the sink. Shake that out a little bit. Let it sit for a second, get that grease all out. And then once we go back to the stove, we're gonna season and drop everything in. But I need to drain one more thing. I need to drain these black beans, so we'll go ahead and do that. I don't like all this juice on this beans. I don't wanna taste all that, no ma'am. And I'm gonna rinse them off. I don't want all that. All right, so this ground beef is about good. Dump this back in here. Take my black beans, dump those in there as well. Season this up. I need some more seasoning, but before I do that, I'm gonna drop some corn. This is a 12-ounce bag. I'm eyeing it. Yes, it's still frozen. That's okay. It's gonna cook in here. I had it sitting out, but hey, it's all right. I'm gonna add some more seasoning, and then I'm gonna add a jar of salsa. Whole jar. If you need more, you add more. I'm gonna go get some water. Just a little bit of water. See if I need more. I'm gonna add some more salsa. We like salsa over here. I may do a half a jar. This is why I be eyeballing when I cook. It looks good and juicy like I want it. I'm gonna chop up this cream cheese and I'm gonna drop it in there so that can melt, stir that up, get it all nice and creamy, and we'll be good to go. We'll be good to drop it in the oven. Cut up in cubes so it'll just melt faster. There's no rhyme or reason behind it. With all this ground beef, this will probably last us about 3 days. And like I said, we had this at a gathering, and it probably was about 10 to 15 people there, and it fed all of us. There we go. That's much better. Now I'm about ready to put this in the pan to bake. Got my oven on at 350. Covered up with this cheese. And I guess you could say leave it in until the cheese melts. Probably about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. I'm all about quick, good, flavorful, and simple. I'll see that color change now that that cream cheese melting. Y'all see what I mean by gooey and saucy. I'm trying to get all those blocks of cream cheese broken up and melted. All right. I think this is good. I don't even need to taste it. I know it's flavorful. Get me a pan right quick. Y'all can't tell me that don't look good. Spread that around evenly. Oh, there goes some more cream cheese. Just mix that up, that's all right. Spread that around. That's okay. Now I'm gonna top it with more cheese. This is Colby Jack cheese I'm using. I just wanna cover it up. I think that's good enough. One more. There we go. Now I'm gonna pop it in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, and probably give it 5 minutes to sit. Then you cut right on into it and eat it with some chips. We'll be right back. Hey guys, we are back and our taco dip is done. So take a look at this. This is nice. This is the prettiest one I made. The cheese all nice and golden and spread it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix a plate on my little Dollar Tree plate. Okay, that's not hot. I can touch it. So I let this sit for about what, 5 to 10 minutes. Y'all see all that? That's nice and gooey. It can sit some more to get a little bit more stiff, but oh well. We gonna eat this. Got my chips. And this a little plate right here. Now last time y'all set me up for the okie doke, that soup was hot. This hot too, so listen. I ain't gonna burn my mouth tonight. You want some, honey?
Yeah.
Got me a good old scoop. See that? Hope I don't burn my mouth tonight. I did. I did. But it's good. That lime I put in, the lime on these chips, they hitting. So that's it. I'm gonna go sit down and enjoy this plate. Yeah, have a good night. Bye.